Welcome everyone, episode 6 here on Hutan Pantai. We're going to make some big progress this episode. I'm super pumped about it. I have plans, big plans. Our yard is looking great. The one thing I will say is we ran out of pallets of rice saplings when I planted. That's the only thing I really did off camera. Did a few contracts and then got us to the new year and planted all of these fields with wet rice, which was great. So that's all fine, dandy, and whatever have you. That's all great. We did run out here, so we would theoretically need to build another one of these, which isn't a terrible idea. Did we build the big one to start? I just want to see real quick. Or is there only one? There's only one, isn't there? Yep, there's just the one that does that. So, yeah, $3,000 for another one is not bad. It's pretty large, though. You know, land is not owned for... I guess technically not. That's super frustrating. I have to build it that far in. I guess I could go that way. There's not really room over here right now. I mean, there'd be plenty of room if we could put it right on the edge here, but it's not going to let us do that. So, anyhow, that's fine. It's a blessing in disguise because that means that next year, unless we want to buy a bunch of pallets of rice saplings, we're not going to have enough to plant all this. Also, there's a tornado happening in town. It's working its way through. It's doing its thing. We could go take a look at it. How's it going? There it is, wrecking things. Anyhow, the town's fine. They're pretty good. It's heading out to sea where all tornadoes want to go. I don't know. That's not true, probably. Let's visit something over here. There we go. Okay, so we're back over on our farm. So yeah, it's been stormy the whole time I've been planting, which is great. But yeah, so we have $206,000. We did quite a few contracts. We're doing pretty good, even after upgrading our whole farm. I feel pretty happy about it. So here's what my plan is. Next year, and I'm just going to do the harvest off camera. I'll probably bring you guys back in, honestly, when it's time to sell it off, because I think that's the most exciting part or whatever. But what I want to do, I want to buy, I think, this field, because it's 112. This one we could buy if we can afford it, but maybe this field. If not, that's okay. And what I want to do is next year, I would like to do long grain rice and then wet rice in these 4 fields. I think that would be a good balance. Eventually we can get in our field to do some more, like maybe do long grain in these 2 and we get afford those 2, but we're looking at 112 for that. So if we start calculating here, we're going to need some money. I'm going to have to do some contracts. Hopefully they come up. 112 plus we need to buy some new stuff. So obviously we currently have a tractor, which, where is it? Where is our tractor? Massey Ferguson, which has 90 horsepower. So if we're going to get something that can run off of 90 horsepower, let's see if that's even a possibility. This one I'm thinking will be a good seeder, honestly. There's not really one for 90, you know? So I think we can push it. Yeah, I think we can push it and run this. I might check for some modded seeders, actually. What is that? The 150, a 110. But this one also fertilizes, which would be nice. It's not a direct drill, which is okay. We can cultivate. 90 horsepower pulling that might be a little bit rough. So it'd be pushing it a little bit, but I think we can make it work. If we can get that to work, that'd be a great starting planter. So we're looking at, let's say, 50,000 for a planter. That's given we don't have to buy a tractor to pull it. Seeds and fertilizer, it's no big deal. Those are cheaper items to buy. Yeah, these aren't gonna, yeah, none of these are gonna do it, huh? Yeah, anyhow, okay, yeah, I might, what does that one do? Oh yeah, canola, and yeah, we might look into something, but I want to do some long grain rice. I think that's kind of our next step forward. It'll be a little bit faster. We can do more of it instead of just continuing to do the same thing over and over again. I want to change things up a little bit. Now, harvesters, we also got to buy a harvester. So this one is the cheapest one, and compared to like even the next ones, like I look at, like, I don't care so much about horsepower. I care about like grain tank capacity. 8,000 liters, 8,000, 8,600. 8,600. The only big step up is this guy, which is 300,000. So 104.5. So we'll say plus $105,000. Okay, for that. Perfect. Now the header that goes with that, 'cause you got to buy a header, is 30 grand for 6 meters. But I think we could pull off this one, which is 35. Only 5,000 more for 1.6 more meters. So I think we can get that one and pull that off. So if we had 35,000, now give them, that's 302,000 to buy all that. We can finance a couple things. But we're actually pretty close. We only need another 100 grand, which I can make in a year on contracts, and plus our harvest will be more than $100,000 off of this. So I think we should be able to do it. That includes a land purchase right there of that one over there. Now, if we get really lucky, I mean, if we're just rolling in cash, contracts are a good year, we could potentially buy both of these fields. The other thing I was thinking about is if we bought this one, I mean, that's, if we go into build mode here real quick. If we have some extra cash after we buy this one, we could get rid of these rocks over here, and then what we could do is maybe put like some solar panels along there. I honestly don't know how much those cost. I haven't even thought about it. Factories, selling points, greenhouses, cultivation, generators. Those are 90. Never mind, $93,000. I'm not buying that. So we could buy, you know, those both make. Oh, well, this is nine. That's 648. This is 984. So yeah, we could put like, I don't know, 1, 2, depending on how much money we have. I don't want solar to be obviously like a primary source of our income, but it would be nice to have like a little bit extra we could make kind of on the side. We could even potentially put. I mean, we have some space over here. Maybe we put one down now just to start us getting us a little bit of income, help kind of counteract some of that loan interest. Maybe we put a couple of them down, put one right there, and then maybe another one like, I don't know, like over. It's hard. It won't let me go under that, which kind of makes sense, I guess. We have some more space over here actually that we're not really using for anything. So we do one there, and then maybe another one just like right there. Yeah. So 3 of those. They're probably in terrible spots realistically for where they're at, but that might make us a little bit of extra cash. On the side to, 0 to 948. It's April. Hopefully through the summer we make some good money. I'll kind of share those results with how they're doing. And how much were those each? They're 11.4. So if I write down, 11,400 times 3, we're looking for $34,000 off of them. Hopefully in a couple of years to pay them off. And that would be great. And that'll help kind of counteract some of the loan interest we're paying. Because we're paying, if we look at our finances here, we're paying a little bit of property maintenance, which isn't too bad, but we're paying $2,000 a month in loan interest, which I don't think we're going to get $2,000 a month off of those. Maybe on a good month we'll get about $3,000, because if you think about their range, it's 0 to 984. So on a good month, we're making $2,952. So I think over average they'll kind of help cancel out some of that loan interest. They're not going to make us rich, that's for sure. So it'll be something. But yeah, I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. Everything over here is all flooded, good to go. I'm going to try to keep track of it as best I can. And make sure it gets everything it needs. I don't think any of them need lime. Nope. Do any of them need plowing? Hopefully not. I didn't even check any of this. They're all mulch, which is nice. And then watered. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on them. Make sure they're all good to go. And I'll see you guys probably when we're selling our harvest, which I know I'm skipping quite a bit. But most of the off-camera stuff is just me grinding, getting some contracts done and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. I'll see you guys when it's time to sell off our harvest. Okay, we're still doing good, rocking and rolling. Our little solar things make like anywhere from $800 to like, I think 2,000 was the best, even though on the best they should be at like 2,800. So, I mean, it's August now though, so maybe the sun will be a little bit better now for us, but we'll kind of have to see. I've done a ton of contracts off camera, so that's why the money's up quite a bit, which is great. That's what we need to get into long grain rice. I don't know what I did to this field or my other fields, but I don't know. Apparently, I don't know how to grow rice. I mean, I've been treating it well. I've been making sure it always had water. Everything's been going good. We also did have another tornado that hit. Let's just show you this way. The tornado wrecked these fields over here, so we lost some yield there. Oh, it's the worst. It literally is just the worst. So that is what it is, It touched down. Thankfully, it didn't go all the way across, but it touched down right here and then started cooking across the landscape. So yeah, there's a tractor out there. I was doing a plowing contract, but you can see the damage it's caused. Oh, this is a grass field though, so it didn't really matter too much for that farmer at least, but my goodness, it was frustrating. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to keep doing the harvest. I should be able to bring you guys back in once we're ready to go with selling off some of the rice. It'll take a while to do the harvest. I'll see if I can pick up a couple contracts and stuff. I'm not sure price-wise. When's price for rice again? Right away. Looks like we're going to be selling it as it comes off of there. Canning factory is looking pretty good. 21.27 is actually pretty good price for us right now. But yeah, it's just dipping off. We're going to sell it right away. So I'm going to get it all harvested. I'll probably bring you guys back in when this truck is full, and we will get at least one load sold off together. And yeah, we got rice to sell, which is great. So I'll see you guys here soon. All right, I just loaded up our last little bit here to get this load to be full. It is time to sell. We're making some progress. This one's harvested. I got it cultivating. This one's making progress. This one's making progress. This one's also harvested. I feel like we're getting less yield than we normally do. Yeah, I don't... Nothing needs lime still. Plowing. Nothing needs plowing over here. I don't know. Yep, no idea. But anyhow, let's go down here, take a look. Rice. 2128 is still fantastic. Let's go and tag that, though I pretty much know where that's at. We should be able to just head... Is it where I think it is? Yeah, okay. There's another actually tractor that's in our way down there from a harvesting contract. But we'll just move her out of the way when we get down there. No big deal. So, yeah, we'll travel across here and then over. I do really like this little road that we put in. I mean, I think it's honestly, it's been really helpful, to be completely honest. Sometimes we need a little bit more landscaping help in some of these areas, but really start those transitions there around the farmyard, but that's okay. But yeah, the that hill over, that drive over, that little road over has been absolutely fantastic for getting things done, which is great. Okay, that's, yeah, we can probably get around him. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the price is really good here, so let's see what we get, and then we'll add our 20%, which is great. Okay. 32,358. So that's an extra 64.72. Add 472. Beautiful. All right. I'm gonna go continue to unload. We can. Oh, almost crashed again. Thought I was gonna crash again for a second. Yeah, I'll head back over to the farm. I'll keep working on selling things off. Yeah, we should hopefully get 2 more full loads and then a little bit, I think is what we normally get. So we'll go, well, probably actually just 2 more loads, not the little bit, because I bet we lost that on the tornado. But anyhow, I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. We're at 348 in the bank right now, 348,000. So I'll see here in a second, and we'll see how much we have. All right, so it is a rainy spring morning. We have a lot of work to do. Our money's doing good. $609,000. 609. We are killing it. I did so many contracts. So many contracts. There's not any contracts actually right now. Usually there's a couple good ones in March or April, but there was none that were really good for us. So anyhow, yes, we are ready to rock and roll. We need to buy some land and all sorts of stuff. So again, we're going to plant this with long grain rice. This is all going to be wet rice this year for our sapling shortage, and I think that'll be better. And then we wanted this field, which we can afford. So we're going to buy that field. And then let's get into our build mode here. I need to actually save the game real quick. Let's do that. I haven't saved in a few months. I don't want to lose all the contract work that I've done. Okay. You can still see where all that was happening. So yeah, we actually did quite a few contracts on this field, so it'll be sad not to have that anymore, but yeah, it'll be great to have another field, and this is actually a pretty flat piece of land. It's perfect for a rice field, I think, personally. So, yeah, let's get rocking. I'd like the pump to be like right here. Oh boy. I might need to go up just to be able to see what I'm doing, but let's get rid of that for now. Is this whole area restricted? That's going to be really annoying. Maybe we start going this way. Okay. Let's raise it up just so we can see what we're doing for now. We can raise it, we can lower it back down shortly after, but for now I just want to be able to see what we're doing. I don't know how much this is going to cost us. I'm assuming it's going to be fairly expensive. It's a fairly large field. Let's get that there. But we can go out here a little bit further. I just put it down here at this end. Okay. That could be perfect. Over here it's going to dip down a little bit, but that's okay. I want the entry over here to be nice and kind of smooth with the ground. So if we just go ahead and lower that. maybe right there. That should be right about perfect. Let's do that. Okay. How did that turn out? Yeah, I was a little worried about this corner, but that looks decent still. Okay. That is a massive field. How much did that cost us actually to do that? I wasn't even paying attention. Our construction cost 13,000. See, rice is so nice. Of course, it didn't have to landscape very much there. I have really considered if we're doing. I've really considered buying this piece of land too. How much is it? It's 112. So if, like, for like 130, probably we could have a rice field on that. Boy, I tell you what, that is tempting. 130. This one's way too expensive over here. It's stupid expensive. I'll probably never buy that field because it's stupid. Maybe eventually, and we have just money is no object, but I'd rather actually get these fields rocking this way. Eventually, maybe we'll move over to a new farm, but it's tempting. We just need to get... First off, I keep forgetting to check sales. I could have maybe gotten something helpful, but let's look at cedars. We need to get a cedar for sure. 3 meters requires 150. I think we're going to need to get a bigger tractor is probably part of the problem. 3 meters. So I guess our tractor that we have, our little Massey, has only 90 horsepower. Yeah, I think we're going to have to get another tractor. Unfortunately, I think that's what's going to be the problem. So let's get out of there. Let's go back into the store. So if we got one... That requires 110. Those are all 4. 6 meters is pretty good for that one. Doesn't have a seed tank. 6 meters would be super fast and efficient. 90,000 is a bit much, though. I think we're going to have to go cheaper than that. It's 4 meters. That's 4.6. Yeah, for bang for your buck, that's probably the best one. That one's a little bit more than that. But it's 1.6 meters wider. Also does fertilizer at the same time. That one's a direct drill, though. That's something to consider. Because cultivating will start taking a lot longer. This one's not a direct drill, though, is it? No. That one's 4 meters direct drill. Requires 180. That's also direct drill, though. That's 3 meters direct drill. This one's 4 meters direct drill. I think we try, if we can get a tractor that has 180 horsepower, I think this would be a good seeder for us to use. Seeds and fertilizer. Yeah, we'd want that set up there, so we could do seed and oh, that's 10,000 more to do that? Good lord, 68,000. No, I think we got to come back down here. A direct drill would be nice. Don't get me wrong, but I think that one actually runs at 9 meters too, or 9 miles an hour. So it'll start kicking the butt of that one pretty quick. So yeah, let's do that one. 140 is what we're gonna shoot for. Oh, that one doesn't fertilize though. Crap. We do have a fertilizer spreader though, so that's not really the end of the world. I think this is kind of the best setup for us. So we're gonna get this guy. We're gonna buy this just outright. Okay, so we need something with 140 horsepower at least. I don't think. Well, we actually can get there in here, but these are all pretty expensive. 95. 60,000 is kind of our range. 140 is what we're looking for. It's got 116. 147, that's closer. Let's look at medium tractors here. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go with like one of these guys. They're just so much nicer for how... They're just perfect for their cost. And we just need 140, so we could get we don't have to upgrade the engine right away. That one's 190 though for... Which is that one? That one's 230 straight up, but it's not that much more. That would be a killer tractor. Maybe we can get this guy. I think we try to make this happen here. Can we do... Wide tires are only 3,000 more. I think we can buy this guy right out. If we have to, we can always lease the harvester. We still have plenty of money actually, and that got us pretty well set up to do things. I think that was a good buy there. 230 horsepower. That's a beast of a tractor. Okay. The harvester we're going to be looking at, that's just to kind of get in our heads here. 104 plus, we're going to use the header for this one. So 104 and 35, so we're looking at 140. We have plenty of money. We are so getting that other field. I'll pick up some contracts too. Yeah, we're buying that. Yes. All right. Let's get another one. Let's get our rice field put in over here. We could. It makes sense to use this as part of the rice field too. So let's go over to that. I have the object hider mod, and I know this is a little cheaty, but what I am going to do is get rid of those rocks using that and that tree. It'll just make our lives easier, I think. I like these guys. Those guys are fine. This tree, I'm just going to... Or these two trees, I guess. I should be able to just... Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. These rocks. Yep. So these rock missions will not be here anymore, which is fine. Because we own the land. Oops. Yep, there we go. Boom. Okay. I think that's everything. Just get up here so we can... Yeah, I think that's everything that would be in our way. Kind of build over here. Yeah, there's not even any of the little rocks on the edges. Sometimes those are there, and those are kind of annoying and in the way. Yeah, okay. So where do we want the pump for this? Probably closer to us. Looks like we have to go about there. Okay. I was worried it wouldn't let me place another one there. So I thought it was going to be too close. Okay. Okay. Let's make sure this is all good there. Let's go all the way. Okay. I think that's good for our field. I'd like the entryway to be here. So I think, honestly, I think it's going to be good how it is. All right. Oh, boy. Flattening failed. Oh, wow. I've never had that happen. Yeah, we kind of have to delete everything in the way there. That's so bizarre. It destroyed the field for sure. Okay, well, let's try that again. It looks like it flattened it. So I'm going to hope that it'll just let me create a field here. It's actually a fairly large field. Can we delete the last corner? I think we went too far this way. What in the world? That is strange. Wow. I've never had that before. I'm going to try to figure out... Yeah, that's... Cancel the creation. I'll try to figure this out. I'm going to put a break in here. I'll get our seeder down here, and I'll bring you guys back in after I kind of... It's clearly flattened it, so we might just have to back away from the edges a little bit of that. So I'll see you guys here in a minute. All right. So I got it to finally make a field here. I just had to back it off of the edge. And I think it was because of this... The concrete, I think it just can't terraform around it, which kind of makes sense. So I think it needed to be backed off. So I backed it off. It's not as big as I wanted it, but I still think it's plenty good for... I just love the mud and the rain effects on Farming Simulator 25. That is ridiculously cool. I love that. Anyhow, we have our tractor, which is going to be an absolute beast for us to use. And the good news is these two fields are already fertilized for us. Well, maybe not this portion of this one, so I might have to throw some fertilizer down there. But otherwise, everything's doing good. So, yeah. And we still have 171 in the bank. And the thing is, as well with that, which I think what we're going to do now, and I'm going to show you here, I think we're going to pay off a little bit of our loan. Even if we have to finance the harvester, we need 140 for it. I think we can pay 100 off, and I bet I can find contracts to pay the rest of it before we get there. So let's go to our finances menu. And let's pay 100 of this off. I think that we can do that. And yeah, I think we're doing good. We are doing really good. New tractor. All sorts of good stuff is happening for us. And our other little Massey can keep working doing the cultivating. And with this guy, we probably can get a bigger cultivator at some point. Maybe next year. So I'm excited for it. Oop, it's unfolding the cedar. There we go. Oh boy. Didn't like that at first. There it goes. And now, it'll take a while, but we can get this stuff, all this long grain rice put in, and be good to go. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.